In this video, I would like to talk about attitudes. What do we know about attitudes? Well, maybe we cannot right now define them, but you will see that attitudes are everywhere around us and we are creating for ourselves ones every day. Because attitudes are some sort of evaluative statements. And with them, we are, or at least our mind is saying, how do we feel about something? So let's say I'm going to have a morning coffee. I'm having morning coffee and I already create some attitude towards this coffee. Was it good or was it bad? Then let's say I have got some kind of job, and towards this job I have some attitude as well, which is much more of a long-term character because I either like my job or I do not like my job. But attitudes can be much more specific and they are created out of components. So right now we are going to briefly talk about components. Components, because they have three. There is a cognitive component, then there is affective component, and finally there is behavioral component. And as you can see how I have drawn it, they are building on one another, at least a little bit. So let's take a look at the most basic one. There is a cognitive component of an attitude. This is evaluation, a description of or a belief in the way things are. So let's say I have some kind of a job and I express my cognitive component of an attitude. I evaluate that my pay is low. As you can see, there is no emotion in it. I'm gonna take no action out of this belief. I just think that things are as they are, so that my pay is low. However, then I can move to another, let's say, component of an attitude, and that's going to be affective. I'm going to express my feeling about this belief. So this is emotional or feeling segment of an attitude. So not only I have my pay is low, as well I am angry. So here we have a new part. I am angry over how little I am paid. So you can see how it is building. So at first we had my pay is low, which is currently here. And now I have also the affective component of an attitude. Finally, we have behavioral component. This is action, intention to behave in a certain way towards someone or something. So we know that my pay is low and I am angry over how little I am paid. So I am going to look for another job. That is the action. The action. That is our intention to behave. And as you can see, all of these three components have, after all, constructed our attitude, which is some sort of an evaluative statement and saying, how do I feel about my salary?